Well,
I'm
the
glad
thing
I
of it
did.
is, they call it a dating site, and it is technically a dating site because you're dating the girl every time you watch her live, but it's not the dating site that you and I think of where you meet somebody, you meet them in real life, you have kids, you settle down, get married, white picket fence, the whole 9 yards. Then that's not the type of dating they're talking
And
about because you're dating them when you go to their live show.
that
That
I
is a date.
that's a date. You call
That's
that
an
a date?
online date. Yeah, it's an online date. They
Yeah.
found out they can make shit tons of money by getting you to watch these girls live and date them, quote unquote, because it's a date that they're calling that a date. Not talking about Asian
Listen,
people. I'm talking about yellow skins
and
for
you
my,
like
you know.
Asian people, so I don't know
I like
why
Asian
they,
people. Yeah. It's funny. One of my Vietnamese girlfriends, she was terrified that I wouldn't like her because her skin was more white looking than yellow looking. And I said, I don't care. I mean, that don't bother me. And I guess apparently she was, kind of looked down upon because she had more white in her skin than yellow. And I don't know. But she thought I would be upset. And I said, nah, man, I'm not upset. That don't bother me. Fuck. That don't bother me a bit. Don't
why
bother me a
would it?
bit, man. Well, she thought I would be offended. She thought
Be
I'd be
offended
upset.
by it,
And I
huh?
said, "No,
Wow.
man, I'm cool with
That's
that.
interesting.
She's cute as a fucking button. How can I not? I mean, she's cute.
Oh, I
She's
bet
super
she's
super
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You sure know how to
her
pick them.
online name is not a real name, so I can give her online name. Her online name is Mia. Her real name is nothing like Mia, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
bet
she's
she's
cute as a
super
button.
cute. You're lucky. Yeah.
Oh, she is
Now
super
we just need to
super cute.
figure out how to get her here. That's all.
Well, that's the thing. The platform that she happens to be on doesn't really, I don't think they really have a program for meeting in real life.
Oh,
And so that kind of sucks.
that
Kind of
does kind of
sucks.
suck, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
How come
sucks.
they don't have a program for meeting in real life? What's that about?
They just, well, they want to make money, dummy. I mean, if you meet somebody in real life, you and her take off and never go back again, and they don't get any money.
Well, isn't that what
It's a
they
money
want? Isn't that
racket.
the purpose of a dating site to bring
Well,
people together?
I know, but see, their idea of a date is where you pay the woman money to watch them live in a live show. That to them is a date. That's where
Uh,
they get, and technically that is true, and so therefore you can't really go against them on that, because technically that is true. But that's their idea of a date. You get this girl live, you catch her in a live show, and then pay money to watch her live, and that's the date. That's the date they're talking about. It's not
okay.
it's a dating site, but it ain't a dating site like you and I would think of. Because the
Definitely
dating
not.
site like you and I would think of is, hey, you go meet the person in real life and you get married and have children and all that, and see that's not the way
Absolutely.
this one
Absolutely. You want something
website was set up.
positive to come from it.
Well, I don't know the particulars. Now I'm on another one. I'm going to see if that one has a way to meet in real life, but I don't know. I don't know. I
Okay.
think a lot of these dating sites are getting away from meeting in real life. They're just in it for the money now.
I
You
mean,
watch
at
the
the end of
girl
the
live.
day, they can't stop you from meeting with each other, can they?
You're not allowed to pass out information on these sites. If you try to give them your name, your phone number, or your address or anything, it's automatically blocked out. Let's say I'm
Really?
talking to her. Let's say I'm talking to this chick in text,
Yeah,
right?
you want to get married. Come to Kentucky. You saying
Well,
that you
here's
can't
the
say that?
well, okay. If I write Kentucky in there, it gets X'd out. What they see on their end is nothing but a bunch of X's. They don't see the word Kentucky. They just see a bunch of
That's some
X's.
bull, man.
Yeah, it is bullshit, isn't it? It is bullshit, isn't it?
That is
But
some
yeah, I mean, all
bullshit.
they see is X's, and and I try, and it works for the women too. The woman, Mia tried to give me her information, and all I saw on my end was just a bunch of X's. Okay, little lowercase X's. That's all you see. She gave her address, her phone number, her email, everything, and
That's
all you saw
something
was just a bunch
else,
of
man.
X's. Yeah, because see that she wanted to meet in real life. She really likes me. She wanted to meet in real life, and
Right? Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't, we can't because we can't share information. It really sucks, man. It really does suck. Oh well, that's the way things happen, I reckon.
I
Links are
guess.
the same way. You can't give them a link either.
You
That
can't give
gets
them a
blocked
link
too.
either. What the fuck?
No, you can't you can't post links on there. Fuck no. That shit's an automatic block, and it might be an automatic ban too. You give them a link to something, you get banned for that probably. But
Oh
yeah,
wow.
man, no sharing of any information.
I'm glad
All
I,
it is just a
I'm glad
bunch of
I never
echoes.
got into that fucking online shit.
Well,
I'm
the
glad
thing
I
of it
didn't.
is, they call it a dating site, and it is technically a dating site because you're dating the girl every time you watch her live, but it's not the dating site that you and I think of where you meet somebody, you meet them in real life, you have kids, you settle down, get married, white picket fence, the whole 9 yards. Then that's not the type of dating they're talking about. They're talking about dating
I don't
online.
know, Vaughn. I don't know
They're
what to
talking about
tell you, man. See,
online
man,
dating.
I'm bummed out. I'm actually kind of bummed out for you hearing that.
Yeah, it sucks because I think she's truly in love with me, and I just think the world of her, but we can't share personal information, and so they'll never meet. And that doesn't that suck? That really sucks, doesn't it?
I don't get how they call it a dating site. Then
Because you're dating them when you go to their live show.
that,
That
I
is a date.
that's a date. You call
That's
that
an
a date?
online date. Yeah, it's an online date.
If you go, okay, If
A
you go
lot
right
of
now to
dating websites.
Plenty of Fish, if you go right now to Plenty of Fish, a
I
Christian
can't. I'm
website for
banned.
dating, you can fucking text and shit to each other and fucking tell
You
them, hey,
can't give
yeah,
no
let's
personal information on Plenty of Fish. I tried that too. You can't give
maybe
personal
it's because
information.
it's a
You
free
cannot.
version.
You
Maybe you got
can't
to
give
pay for the real
no
version.
dating website will let you put out your name, your address, your phone
Then
number.
how?
Purpose of an online dating website. The purpose of an online dating website is to date them online. That's the purpose. It's
All
not to
right.
get married. It's not to have kids or a white picket fence or any of that shit. It's to date them online. That is a date. You are dating them online. You don't meet them in person. You will never meet them in person. They found out they can make shit tons of money by getting you to watch these girls live and date them, quote unquote, because it's a date that they're calling that a date. It was very disappointing because, she really, really wanted to meet me and you can't share any personal information. They block it out. And I even contacted the website. I said, hey, I want to meet this person in real life. And they kept blowing me off, blowing me off, blowing me off, blowing me off. And that's like,
What did
okay,
they say? What did they end up saying?
they just, we'll pass along the information or some shit like that. They just kept blowing me off, and they weren't passing along no fucking information. That's a goddamn lie. Because if she'd have
Yeah,
had
they're
my
lying
information, she
right
would
to
have.
your face. They're lying
Well,
right to
see,
you.
if they'd have give her my personal information, she would have emailed me, and we would have had a correspondence, and she'd probably been here by now. You guys know about the story, don't you? I'm in a family reunion, and me and a bunch of people's talking about music, and one of my aunts is behind me, and she turns around and she says, well, you're related to Ted Nugent, don't you? I said, I'm what? She said, yeah, you're cousins to Ted Nugent. I said, you're kidding me. She said, no, I didn't even know. Folks, can you imagine if I'd have known that I was related to Ted Nugent? I could have went and been one of his roadies, or done lighting or done sound or anything. I'd have been set for fucking life. But nobody told me. Nobody told me shit. See, that's what I'm saying. Things that could have happened never fucking happened because there are forces that are trying their level best to stop me. Folks, if I'd have known I was related to Ted Nugent, I could have got a job as a roadie. I could have got a job in lighting, sound. I could have been a backup vocalist. Hell, I could have been a co-vocalist, maybe even. Who knows? There's a lot of shit that could have happened with me and Ted. And is it any wonder that me and Ted are uber conservatives? Is that a coincidence? No, I don't think so. Now that I know I'm his cousin, obviously not.
It's
But
in the
yeah, I'm
blood,
sitting here
man.
at a family reunion. And we're talking about music. One of my aunts turns and looks me right in the eyeball, says, "Yeah, you're cousins with Ted Nugent." I'm like, "Holy shit! I wished I'd have known that." I was denied critical need to know information. You know, I was denied critical need to know information. It's like, damn, man. I wish I knew. And it's no wonder I like singing. It's no wonder I like rock and roll, obviously, because those are the things that Ted's into. So yeah, but yeah, it's fucking amazing, man. It's crazy shit.